This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for the Titans. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Eluding the pressure, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jerry Hughes able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Off the play fake, Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, do a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he will have a Titans first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Off play action, Tannehill. Open man is Trey Burton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they throw it across his body and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And remember, the Titans lost Jonnu Smith, their #1 tight end the last few years, when he signed with New England in free agency. So that might open up a few more looks for Ferkser, and he makes a smooth catch there.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Flushed out right. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
All the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races. And there he goes.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
First down and much more for Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Allen now on first down. That'll be complete to Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Flush to his right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. That is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, Allen. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a give coming right is Breida. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. 20.
Yeah, it's on.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. For Stephon Diggs, he can do a lot of things, CD. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game. Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Derrick Henry all alone. The 30. 10, 5, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going. Powers through him. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football. He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Now it's Tannehill. He's got Burton here. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They snap it to Tannehill. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. To throw, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Room here to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 77 yards. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And meanwhile, Allen's throw caught by Sanders. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Forced out to his left. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. To the air, Allen eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. My, oh my, 250 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. A give to Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff, running left, Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they wanted to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jumps.
That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. They'll run for it with Henry. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So Allen's going to look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just... And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. Powerful running. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guy